name. Like, that's his name, Conductor Awesome.
Is there an awesome font? Is there a font?
There's a font for everything.
So we need to find the awesome font.
We will. We'll go on Font Face. We'll check it out.
Now, I know that people joke around saying that awesome means inspiring awe. So, Eddie Izzard has a joke about it where you're in space and you look at Earth. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. But if you're eating a hot dog, you're like, this is awesome. I guess the hot dog's not really awesome. But what about if you saw 1 million hot dogs? That would be really awesome.
They could be inspiring awe in your taste buds.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah. I mean, let's say you're not expecting much and it hits you and you're like, whoa, that was awesome.
Maybe it's a hot dog from Gourmet Makes.
Oh, my gosh.
Could be awesome.
Gourmet hot dogs?
There you go.
Are there hot dog snacks?
Wait. Did they remember? Yeah, what were those little ballpark hot dogs? The little bite-sized ones?
Can you gourmet make those?
Me?
Yeah. No.
I'm sure she could. Claire, yes, Claire Saffitz is a magician.
She needs to be cranky while making them. Cranky. I'm cranky. So I think one of my favorite moments in this movie is when there is Jungkook and then let's see Sang-ho and Sakwoo. When they are running through the train.
So that's the dad,
the badass with the scarf, and then the baseball player, who is played by Choi Woo-shik, who was in Parasite. And I kept saying that over and over because I love Parasite. But I like the scene where you have the badass up front with the scarf beating people up, and then the two guys in the back with baseball bats just cleaning up for him.
I like when he finally knows he has to start fighting Don Lee, who is the badass with the pregnant wife. He takes off his scarf. And he's like, I gotta get in there, take off the scarf. He means business now.
Yeah.
Another fun note I had here, too, was at the beginning, when they get on the train, they sort of show you who all the people on the train are, which is great stage setting.
Yep.
They show you the different parts of the train, which it's often referred to as the classes, but really it's different fare sections. It's your sort of economy, like on a plane.
You're going to put the baseball players at economy, like the high school team.
Yeah, but you've got those. You've got the car with the sort of table in between you that's probably more expensive. You've got the ones that are more like first class seats that are a little bit bigger, and you probably get food service and whatnot in that car. But anyways, they show you that. So they establish what the train looks like on the inside. And then they show you all the different people who are on the train. And one of them is the baseball team. And they're putting away their bags and they're teenagers. They're joking around with each other. And I wrote down baseball team equals baseball bats.
Yeah.
Because they definitely use the bats later. Yeah. And I just love that it's like there are baseball bats in here. One time when they're crawling through there, I think someone thinks of the baseball bat and they grab it from up above and it's the dad. Yeah. And he starts
whapping something away from him.
Well, before that, he starts knocking people with it. So great prop.
Yeah. It was smart to add them on there because you have weapons that are believable.
Yeah, if it was a basketball team, they're not going to hit people with basketballs. You throw that thing and it's gone.
Megan, this won't kill zombies, but I got a concussion from getting hit in the head with a basketball once.
But that's my point. You throw the thing and it's out of your hands.
Yeah, you're right.
You've lost your weapon.
Actually, a zombie would not worry about a concussion.
No. You could take one zombie out, but you're not getting the ball back.
Wait, have you seen Deadly Friend?
No.
It's a movie by Wes Craven where an android throws a basketball and it makes a woman's head explode.
Okay, but you're still not getting the ball back.
No, you're 100% right. Yes, I would rather have... What sports would you want? A fencing team?
Fencing, maybe cricket, lacrosse.
Oh,
anything with a sword or a stick involved, I think would be preferable. Because if it's just a ball sport, you throw the ball and you're done.
So Shaun of the Dead, he used a cricket bat. What would you rather have, a cricket bat or a baseball bat?
I can't say I've ever seen a cricket bat up close, so maybe either. They're flatter, right? They're fatter.
But I guess baseball bats you can grab, right, on both sides. Cricket, you can't, you get the handle than the other part.
Maybe a field hockey stick?
Oh, that'd be good. The little pointed end.
Well, hockey stick seems a little bit light.
They're longer.
Lightweight.
You could keep the zombies back.
Yeah, but they might break easier.
Yeah, it's true. Baseball bats are the best. Well, if there's a rocket launcher sports team.
Yeah. I want that. I want to be on that team.
Yeah, where do we sign up?
How do we play this league?
Actually, I don't want to be in that league.
I'm sure they would keep it safe and give you proper gear.
Like in Speed Racer, when you're
irresponsible.
When your car wipes out, you get surrounded in this bubble and you don't die.
Exactly.
Like I would join that.
I would definitely join that.
Minor shrapnel wounds.
I want the gun that Chris Hemsworth had in that Extraction movie. The short,
he's blowing people up.
Single shotgun with the massive elephant cartridge. Yes, I want that thing.
So, all right. So we got on the train the lady comes on. She just starts attacking people. I think they did a good job kind of capturing this holy mackerel, we're all dying. I think they did a good job with that, would you say?
Yeah,
The initial
I think so.
attack?
I like the way they portray the zombies in this movie. They're hardcore. They break things. And they either do it by the force of one zombie being very strong or a mass of zombies pushing against something hard enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, they're just... And then they kind of calm down,
They're
though.
destructive.
Yeah, they are. But when it turns dark, they don't move, right? Because they can't see.
Yeah, that's a cool little bit. Oh, yeah.
We never see them at night. No, we do see them at night. Because remember in the
Soul Station?
Soul Station, they're running around at night.
It's true. Maybe they changed the mythology a
Plot
little bit.
hole.
Oh, don't do it. Move along. We're ignoring it.
So, they kind of...
Don't say that about the movie that Edgar Wright called the best zombie movie in forever.
And Stephen King loves, and Mike Flanagan, Meg. We like all those guys.
Crew.
Yeah, I mean, if those three complimented my movie, I would retire. I can't do anything better. I'm quitting. What do you think?
Mic drop.
Mic drop. I mean, Stephen King, you'd have to get Guillermo del Toro in there, too.
I mean, we could go research and see what he said.
Oh, yeah, he probably had, yeah, you know what? We should.
Doesn't
we should look
he have
into
a list
that.
or something?
Oh, yeah, I guarantee that movie's on there. But yeah, so the initial attack happens, and then I like that they get to a place where they're supposed to stop where the military is. And I kind of dig just the all-out kind of melee. And I think that's where the dad finally starts stepping up. Because remember, he's kind of a punk in the beginning. Mm-hmm. And, Badass with the scarf is making fun of him.
Well, doesn't he yell at him to hurry up? And he calls him some name.
Yeah, chicken or something like that.
I like that. So, and I'm not trying to be rude about this at all, but his name is literally in the credits Homeless Man.
Yeah.
So we have a character who is a homeless man, and his name is Homeless Man.
Yeah.
He runs through it and he saves the little girl and her dad, and he throws a jacket over one of the zombies. So I thought that was a really cool move. And then didn't somebody else put a book in a zombie's mouth?
He did. The dad did.
That was...
Wedged his book right. I love that scene. And then they had the hardest time locking that door. And when you know what I love too about Train to Busan? There's a sense of humor to it.
Oh yeah, because all the zombies are rattling against it, and he's trying to lock the door. But the minute they lock the darn thing and try to run away, the zombies are almost breaking the glass.
So they fight for a minute to lock the door, and then the zombies just bust through anyway. There's a good sense of humor in that. Reminding me of like Jurassic Park 2, when Jeff Goldblum walks through a door, then a raptor jumps through the window. And he's like, oh crap. Then he walks back out the door. But I dig that. And then I think the most I cheered is when they were running for the train that was moving. And the dad gets on, and the only guy not on is Sang-ho, or Don Lee. And he's running, but then he sees zombie coming, and they almost wipe out the dad. And then he picks up a shield, beats the living daylights out of some zombies, and gets on the train.
For a second there, I thought he was going to end up sacrificing himself in that moment, but he doesst.
No, he's got to get his wife. Mm-hmm. And then they set up, and you know what? I liked his wife a lot in this. I thought that she was kind of cool. Like Seong Kyung. I think she
had a little bit of a sassy side to her.
Yeah.
She obviously appreciated that her husband was watching out for her. She managed to run through everything and save Sue-Ann in the end. So, yeah.
And I dig when...
Very respectable.
They get on the train and she's like, get your ass over here. Come save us. And then they set up the scene where they got to fight through 3 cars. And then we have, the guy has to kill his own baseball friends. They have to get their way to it. They get their way there.
Well, he gets out of that because... it gets dark.
Yeah.
And they're able to throw something or make a noise and get the zombies to go elsewhere.
And so they get them to go, they get the wife.
But it's very tense watching the conflict, thinking, is he going to kill his friends? He obviously doesn't want to, but he's in the position where he has to save these guys and get to his, I guess, girlfriend.
Yeah.
Who's in the first car. And just, you see the conflict there, and it is sort of a nice relief that he doesn't have to kill them.
Yeah, I guess, man, this movie's good. So they fight their way to get there, and then they find out that there's just a ton of zombies in the way, so they can't really get past. They can't just walk through these zombies with the new crew they have. So they get up in the kind of containers where all the luggage goes and have to crawl through there.
Oh, that's
a tense scene. Because that's just, if they're caught, they're dead.
Yeah, it's over.
Like, they can't run back the other way.
Oh, that's after they get to the women and the homeless man in the bathroom.
They can't... What should we name Homeless Man so we're not just calling him Homeless Man the whole time? No, not Homie. Holmes, there we go. Because this is a homeless man. So Holmes, they're with them, and I guess if the zombies saw them up there, it's game over. They're gonna get bit.
Oh, yeah, because you're stuck. You're wedged between the roof and, I don't know, is it about 1.5 feet?
It's terrifying.
And there's holes in it because it's just a bunch of rails. It's not like it's a true compartment that's closed like in a plane.
And then, you know what's annoying, too, is you think you have, like, moments of catharsis in this, but then the jerkwads in the other train are like, we're not letting you in because you might be bit.
Oh, my gosh.
It's like, you idiots.
So annoying.
Like,
well, he did that because he was mad and not getting what he wanted. Mm-hmm. And because the dad calls him out for his behavior and everything that happened, but he gets his comeuppance.
Oh, he gets his big time.
Couple times.
Yeah.
He gets made to look like a fool because everyone in that main car, I guess the higher class car, gets wiped out because the old lady...
Oh, yeah. So what
has
happens
her vengeance.
Is they refuse to let him in, and one of the sisters, so there's 2 sisters in here, there's In-gil and Jung-gil, and In-gil is killed because they won't open the doors. So her sister...
She helps save the little girl, Soo-an.
So her sister isn't locked away with the other guys in the front, which, that's stupid. They should lock... Like, you're the rich passengers. Mm-hmm. You should put a buffer between you and the zombies. So
But that was a luggage car that they then get stowed in, so they probably, we want the comfort of the car with the chairs, and there's more of us here. So they stuff our heroes of the movie into one of the very front cars of the train, or maybe it's the back, who knows, with the luggage, and they tie up a bunch of ties and they lock them in there, leaving themselves exposed between, there's one door between them and zombies, and one of the older sisters sees her sister and calls her stupid and says good riddance, and then she says F it, and she goes and opens the door and lets the zombies in.
And then all the rich people get killed.
It's a badass moment.
I gotta tell you, I think the most badass moment is this when Don Lee picks up a zombie, right? And so he has like one of his arms between like the zombie's crotch, the other one holding him up between his shoulder and head, and he's just holding him against a thing, and so the other zombies can't get past him.
It's awesome.
If I go down in a zombie apocalypse, that's the way I want to go down, Meg.
No way.
Just going, ah!
Those zombies have to get through me to get to you.
That's right. So then I'd be safe, because you'd be wiping them out. You'd have your scarf on, just crushing them.
Exactly.
You'd be Tallahassee.
Multi-purpose scarf.
Hey, we met in Tallahassee, so your name would be Tallahassee.
There you go.
I'd be, well, if I had a city name, what would I be?
Sheboygan.
Sheboygan? I like that. Sheboygan. That's where I was born. I'll take that. So... isn't that cool though when he's holding it? Like, it's just a good emotional moment. I think the dad finally comes around to being a good dude. And then we're left with, they get to a train station, it's stopped, and that's when Conductor Awesome saves the day, gets to the train.
But it's so sad because he runs into the train yard of some sort and is checking out the engines. One has a zombie in it. He gets one for them. He's pulling it down the track, and he goes to help the jerky CEO or COO. And he gets mauled by zombies.
That COO is terrible, too. So he gets the attendant killed, the attendant that was his lackey. And then he gets the baseball player and his girlfriend killed. Yeah. Because he pushes her into a zombie.
Oh, yeah, he does. They're on a train car, and he just throws her out, and she gets bit. And then she bites her boyfriend, and then the boyfriend...
Yeah, I don't think we see them anymore.
Bites him. And then he goes after the dad and the pregnant woman and Soo-an, the little girl.
Yeah, and then he gets knocked off, and then the dad has to kill himself because he's been bit.
Oh, okay. So before we get to that part, because I have a bunch.
What about the long chain of zombies grabbing on? So 2 zombies, right, are grabbing onto the train. Then they have about 100 zombies grabbing onto them. How strong are the tendons in these zombies' arms?
Well, let's go back right before that. When those zombies, a train comes into this train yard they're in, because it builds up to this. It's where they all came from. There's several trains of zombies locked in, which is fine. My biggest thing with some of these zombie things, too, is that if you walk out a door and there's no one right behind you, close the damn door.
Yeah.
Because it helps everyone in the long run. It keeps zombies in, it keeps you out. It's great. Anyway, so there's several zombie full trains, including the one they were on. Another one comes charging in and runs into something, causes an explosion. They get trapped. They're trying to crawl through to the conductor's engine. And it tips over, and Holmes and... our dad hero,
daughter,
Soo-an, and pregnant wife are stuck under there, and there's a tilted train right above them with zombies looking down through the windows trying to get to them. Holmes sacrifices himself. It's very sad. And then they are all told to go, Dad, just grown man's a boiler or something? I don't even know. It's totally not feasible, but he does it.
When they say that people can lift cars when they're daughters, so maybe
there you go.
He finds the adrenaline.
But he does that. They get out. But there are a crap ton of zombies on that train, and they just come out. So then we, all run over to the engine. We're in this set piece, and like you said, there are zombies holding onto this train.
I mean, how strong are the tendons of the two?
I mean, I guess because you're a zombie, you're not really worried about pain. So you're gonna just grab on until the tendon breaks, and then I guess if it's held into your bone